here's why this is such a massive emergency. About 30% of patients die within the first 24 hours if they're not treated, and more than half are dead within 48 hours. That's why every minute counts. Modern treatment can dramatically improve survival, but only if people get to the hospital immediately.
Okay.
The sudden death of Senator Lindsey Graham is shining a spotlight on a rare heart emergency that can turn deadly, as you just heard, in a matter of minutes. Preliminary findings show the 71-year-old senator died from aortic dissection, a condition many Americans had never even heard of until this weekend. Joining us now is Dr. Katrina Lindley, the Senior Fellow of Family Medicine with the Independent Medical Alliance. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, Dr. Lindley, we just heard Dr. Oz describe how quickly this condition can turn fatal. Kind of explain to us first, what is it? What is aortic dissection, and why is it so difficult to survive without immediate treatment here?
Aortic dissection is a serious, life-threatening medical emergency that involves it involves a tear in the inner layer of the aorta, which is the body's main artery that carries oxygen, which is the rich blood from the heart to the rest of the body. What happens is that blood surges through this tear and forces its way between the inner and middle layer of the aortic wall, splitting it apart. And that's what we call the process of dissection. It then creates a false lumen alongside the true aortic channel, and it happens pretty fast. The rupture causes a massive internal bleeding that is often fatal, but it can also compress or obstruct arteries that branch off to the different organs, causing the cutting off of the blood supply. So it's extremely important, if anyone has symptoms of severe chest pain or abdominal pain, to be close to the hospital, because closer you are, better your chances of survival are.
You know, because a lot of people may get a physical every year. Is there something you can test for?
Not really, but what you can test for is obviously hypertension, so high blood pressure. You need to make sure that you have your high blood pressure under control. You can check for hyperlipidemia. You can check for diabetes. In most cases, people who have this have a severe history of atherosclerosis, which are these lipid fat deposits in our arteries. So those are the type of things you can check for. In general, the aortic dissection is not something that you would see on the annual exam.
You know, many people assume that sudden chest pain is a heart attack. How can aortic dissection, does it present differently than something like that?
Well, it can present as severe ripping chest pain, but another common presentation that people kind of always overlook is abdominal pain. It can be severe abdominal pain, and often they get kind of vague symptoms of nausea or dyspepsia, which is acid reflux. I would say, if anyone, if you ever feel like you're having severe abdominal pain, severe chest pain, closer you are to the hospital, better chances of survival. You
know, we have to talk about this parasitic outbreak that is all these cases confirmed across the country, now under investigation. For people who've never heard of this, what's happening here, we kind of you're showing people kind of what it looks like, because it's the list of symptoms here, are really rough here. They're nasty symptoms. What's going on here?
So, yes, we're having the outbreak of Cyclospora. It's called Cyclospora cyaterensis, which is a microscopic parasite that causes this internal illness, severe diarrhea, and many people are having a hard time because usually, if you get a case of diarrhea, it goes away within 24 to 48 hours, and this one is really lingering, and people are becoming dehydrated.
Is this rare? I mean, in terms of, we have cases every year, right? Is this
Yes.
more than usual? So what sparked all of this to have these increased cases? Do we know?
I'm not sure that, it's not really rare. Like you said, it happens throughout the year. We have episodes of this. I think we're just having a major cluster of it in different states. I believe Michigan is one that's been hit, pretty bad. And it's probably not exactly that time of year right now, and we're just seeing too many cases and hospitalizations from it.
Yeah, I'm from Michigan, so I've been watching that closely. Now, investigators believe lettuce or salad greens may be involved with this. I know we have some restaurants now who are deciding not to use lettuce, but there are still no recalls or specific source have been identified as of right now, I believe. What should families do right now to protect themselves to avoid getting sick?
Oh, the most important thing is to wash your vegetables and fruit very thoroughly. But to be honest, you need to make sure that you're watching for recalls. Like you said, we don't have
right.
any. I suspect that we're going to start getting some, but you need to thoroughly wash all your fruit and veggies. You need to cook your produce if possible, peel the fruit, the skin and things like that if you can, and avoid raw products at this time because we don't know exactly where the outbreaks are coming from, but we do know that it's affecting our fruits and vegetables.
Well, thank you so much. Senior Fellow of Family Medicine with the Independent Medical Alliance, Dr. Katarina Lindley. Thank you so much. You can see their websites right up here if you want to log onto their website, imahealth.org, to get more information. Thanks for joining us, Doctor.